Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. 2 people are dead and a third person has life-threatening injuries following a high-speed crash in Rapid City. Just before 11 o'clock last night, an SUV crashed into an apartment building across the street from the downtown Holiday Inn. 2 people inside the SUV died. A third person is in the hospital. The SUV severed a gas line, causing a gas leak that authorities say reached explosive levels. The apartment building had to be evacuated. Sioux Falls police are investigating a death on the east side of town. A body was found northeast of a drainage ditch near 10th Street and Sycamore Avenue yesterday evening. At this time, police are waiting on autopsy results, but at this point, there are no signs of foul play. Turning our attention to weather, it's pleasant out there, and it's going to be, as Megan says soon, toasty.
It is, Dan. We have those nice warm temperatures today. We're looking at some 80s coming this weekend. Right now, 67 degrees in Sioux Falls with lots of sunshine and a light west breeze. As we head around the region, we have some sunshine in Rapid City as well, but our winds are a little bit stronger. They're out of the north, keeping those temperatures a little bit cooler. 54 degrees in that north wind at 24 miles an hour. It's 66 right now in Yankton, 62 in Brookings, 64 Sisseton, 62 in Mobridge, but a cooler in the northwestern portions of Keloland, like that 48 in Buffalo, 43 in Custer, and part of that is due to that north breeze. Now, we do have that stronger north to northwest wind there in north central and northwestern South Dakota, right now at 20 to 30 miles an hour, with some even higher wind gusts in the past hour reaching 53 miles an hour, that 37 miles an hour in Rapid City and Phillip, even a 47 mile an hour wind gust in Faith. We will keep those winds around, unfortunately, with a wind advisory in place there in Brown for today. Then a fire weather watch goes into place tomorrow afternoon there in Orange for central and southeastern Keloland. That just means if a fire does get started outside, it can spread rapidly due to our dry conditions and those strong winds. We do have a few clouds working their way into northwestern South Dakota. Not expecting much out of those clouds. Now, we could have a few isolated rain and thunder showers as we head into the later parts of this evening. That is mainly in central and eastern Keloland. 70 the high today in Sioux Falls, 64 Aberdeen, 61 with that stronger wind in Pierre, and a windy 53 in Rapid City. Then for tonight, the stronger wind pushes across all of Keloland. 40 are low in Sioux Falls, 38 in Aberdeen with a few light rain showers lingering, 36 in Pierre, and 29 in Rapid City. Now, we'll keep those strong winds around for the day tomorrow, keeping things a little bit cooler than today. But we have 80s coming this weekend. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. The Premier Playhouse is set to open the curtain on Oklahoma at the Orpheum Theater in downtown Sioux Falls. The local theater company is in its 21st season, but the managing artistic director says this is the first time they have ever performed Oklahoma.
This is Rodgers and Hammerstein's Golden Age classic musical. It was the first musical to successfully integrate acting, song, and dance while moving the plot forward in an American musical. And it's about essentially 2 love triangles of men vying after women and women having the agency to decide where they want to go and what direction they want to take in life.
Oklahoma opened its 8-show run on Thursday night. We're going to hear from one of the actors about the cast and crew tonight on Keloland News. As we approach wedding season, some brides-to-be have had their eyes on a century-old landmark in eastern Sioux Falls. The distinctive-looking Gliden Memorial Chapel in Mount Pleasant Cemetery dates back to 1924, and the cemetery has been fielding calls from the public about renting the space for important life events.
We've had brides call, and they're looking to do a fairy tale wedding. Well, there is nothing more, European than a church with a graveyard attached to it that looks like a Gothic church.
However, no one will be exchanging vows inside the chapel anytime soon. That's because it's been closed for years because of a sagging floor. In tonight's Eye on Keloland at 10 o'clock, we're going to tell you about a new fundraising campaign to repair the chapel, one that takes "Till Death Do Us Part" quite seriously. The Sioux Area Metro announced plans for their expansion today, adding 37 new pickup locations as well as the introduction of weekday on-demand rides. They believe that the addition of the new stops will give Sioux Falls residents a much more accessible way to travel around the city as they increase their connectivity between routes. For additional information on the changes in public transit, visit the City of Sioux Falls' website. To national developments, where Arizona is now poised to join 17 other states that have imposed near total bans on abortions since Roe v. Wade was struck down. Democrats and some Republicans are denouncing the Arizona Supreme Court ruling that a 160-year-old abortion ban is now enforceable with no exceptions for rape or incest. Natalie Brand reports from Washington, D.C.
Abortion access in Arizona is in limbo after the state's conservative Supreme Court reinstated a 19th century law banning nearly all abortions. While a lower court reviews the law's constitutionality, the state's Democratic governor is blasting the ruling.
This is a devastating decision that will have huge consequences.
Governor Katie Hobbs is calling on the state legislature to repeal the ban first enacted in 1864 before Arizona even became a state.
They could gavel in today and make a motion to repeal this ban, and they should do that. I'm hopeful that they will.
The 4-2 decision overrides Arizona's current 15-week ban, and the court warned that all abortions except those necessary to save a woman's life are illegal, with doctors facing a 2 to 5 year prison sentence.
Today's decision should be celebrated, and we're very hopeful that voters will recognize that life is a human right.
Arizona is a critical battleground in the presidential race. Within hours of the decision, the Biden campaign boosted ad spending there, and the vice president will visit later this week.
To stop bans like this, we need a United States Congress that will restore the protections of Roe v. Wade.
Monday, former President Donald Trump released a video statement saying abortion limits should be up to the states.
The states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law.
Back in Arizona, Planned Parenthood says it will continue to provide abortion services up to 15 weeks for a short period of time. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Abortion rights advocates in Arizona are working to get the issue on the ballot this November, joining a handful of other states that are putting the question to voters.